Hey, it's Keith Lorigan from Certified Home Loans. We're a mortgage brokerage firm in Florida, licensed to close loans anywhere in the state of Florida. Today, I want to talk to you about a product that you most likely haven't heard of, but probably a good product to know to help differentiate yourself if you're a realtor. It's good to know this. It's called the All-in-One Mortgage. And even if you're listening and somebody that needs a mortgage, this is a phenomenal option. And it's not for everybody. It's not for people that live paycheck to paycheck, but that have some residual income that can do 20% down, or if they're going to refinance, have 20% equity and a 700 credit score. But the all-in-one mortgage is designed to help those folks that are in a mortgage pay it off quicker, have access to the equity they create to invest and create wealth in a quicker fashion. So the all-in-one mortgage is not new. It's not a gimmick. We're not asking you to change behavior. That's what makes this extraordinary. So the fundamental feature of the all-in-one mortgage is applying your income to your loan balance. You pay principal first, and as a result, you reduce your loan balance quicker than you do on a 30-year mortgage or a 20 or 15, because your 30, 15, 20-year mortgages are all front loaded with interest. So what we're going to talk about is that low rates don't translate to low interest costs. And so it's just math. So the all-in-one mortgage, it's been in the States for 15 years. If you've lived in Europe or Australia or New Zealand or Canada, it's a product that was an option, and it has been there for decades. So let's talk about we're going to do a comparison between the all-in-one mortgage and a 30-year fixed rate at 3%. But before I do that, let's just do a quick history on the mortgage industry. So in the 1930s, the government developed these GSEs. You probably have heard of Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae. So they securitize mortgages and then they sell them. So you can go online or you can talk to your stockbroker and buy mortgage-backed securities. So they package them up and they securitize them. That's what is the engine behind mortgages. So in the 1930s, the federal government was brilliant in designing the 30-year mortgage. Currently, 90% of all Americans that have mortgages have a 30-year mortgage, because the longer term means a lower payment, means they can qualify, or it's a more affordable payment than a 20 or 15-year mortgage. So let's talk about how the all-in-one mortgage works. So what we've done is we take a mortgage. Let's just say in the scenario that I worked on today, the illustration I have is somebody bought a $500,000 house with a $400,000 loan. They put down 20%. And then we're going to do a comparison of that all-in-one and the 30-year mortgage with a 3% interest rate. And so just so you know, in the illustration, we're giving you a scenario that is way worse than it would actually be. Some of you can get a 3% rate, but some can't, all right? But we did 3%, and I'm going to give you the link so you can run your own simulator. But in the all-in-one, as a broker or any loan officer, we can't edit the rate we're comparing it to. So it defaults to 6.13. Even though the rate on the all-in-one right now, I did a all-in-one mortgage about a month ago. It was 3.75, but it's immaterial. I'm going to talk to you about why it almost doesn't even matter. So let's look at how this works. So for many of us, our greatest resource is our income, right? And that income goes into a checking account, whether it's Chase, Bank of America, whatever bank, big box bank, credit union, small bank, doesn't matter. It sits there, doesn't make anything, right? But it's just sitting there. It's like a holding, account waiting for you to dispense of it, disperse of the funds, take money out. And over here, for many of us, is our largest debt. It's good debt, but it's our mortgage debt, front loaded with interest. So now when we combine them, hence the name all-in-one, what happens is those deposits, like let's say your payroll, your direct deposit, it goes into the all-in-one and it reduces the loan principal by that amount. So your $400,000 balance, let's just say you deposit $10,000 in it today. There's a sweep account. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, that loan balance is $390. And if you need to write checks, you can to pay your bills out of the account. That's what it's for. So that loan balance might go back up, but then it's going to come back down. So this is not for the person that is living paycheck to paycheck. In my scenario, I'm showing somebody deposits 12 grand a month and they have 25% left over each month, which is $3,000. You can run your own simulator. I'm gonna pull up the link in a minute. So when you apply income towards your balance, your principal loan balance first, okay, not principal interest, you're applying it to the principal loan balance first, you have this net effect of reducing the balance that much quicker. And as a result, you will pay it down that much quicker. So let's look at the scenario I ran. And let's fast forward, okay, because I know that I'm not gonna go through every year, but the average person is refinancing their home in 7 years. That might creep up a little bit more because statistically speaking, people are staying in their homes longer. But if you fast forward to 7 years and you fast forward to 84 months, okay, 84 months on your all-in-one loan, your loan principal is $103,673. In your 30-year mortgage with the crazy low rate of 3%, you're at $335,929. So the difference in equity is $232,000. So it's creeping up to almost $250,000 in 7 years without changing behavior. That's what makes the all-in-one extraordinary. Now in the 30-year mortgage, a 3% rate. My God, that's a great rate, right? You ever talk to your parents? Yeah, I paid 18%. 3%, it's ridiculously cheap, but it's still front-loaded with interest. Now you can make extra payments on your 30-year mortgage to reduce that principal quicker, but most people don't. They don't have the discipline or they don't have the extra cash. Like this year, 2020, I would recommend hold on to your cash. But I'm an advocate of making extra payments when the market's good to reduce that loan principal quicker. But on a 30-year mortgage, okay, I'm looking at this. I printed out the whole amortization schedule. And your principal and interest payment on a 30-year mortgage with 3% is $1,686.42, $1,686.42. Good deal. That first payment, 1,000 of it goes to interest. So, it's good for the banks, right? They collect that interest, and if people are refinancing in 7 years, they've collected a big chunk of interest. If you look at the amount of interest paid in that first 12 months on the 30-year mortgage, the interest paid is $11,000 and the principal paid is $8,300. Year two, it's not much different. The amount of interest, $11,200 less. The amount of principal that was paid was $200 more, $8,600. So it's a slow process to pay that off. So if you are interested, let me show you the link. You can run this simulator yourself. And you might want to just take a picture of this if you can't write it down. But there it is. It's the all-in-one simulator. So it's AIO, stands for all-in-one, AOIloan.net/simulator/get started. There's no personal information that goes into this. We're not asking for your name, email, cell phone, social security, nothing. You just need 5 pieces of data. You need to know the purchase price or the value if you're going to do a refi, purchase price or value, loan amount, what the interest rate you think you can get on the 30-year mortgage, plug that in. Then you have to plug in what you deposit, either weekly or monthly or annually. I just do monthly. You have those options. For me, it's just easier to do it monthly. And then plug in the percent of leftover income you have every month. Those 5 pieces of data will kick out the illustration, and you'll see how it can benefit you or somebody you know. So that's how that works. And if you have any other questions, give me a call. I'm Keith Lorigan from Certified Home Loans. My phone number is 561-756-2008. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.